Alright guys, let's talk about ENA or Ethena on the channel once again. Now, the last time we talked about Ethena was back on February 14th, and at that point we were trying to break out of this Fibonacci zone, this reaccumulation zone, and we found ourselves falling all the way back to about 34 cents, and now we're starting to get a little bit of a pump. So today we are actually up about 10% here at the moment, maybe 9.5% actually at the moment, 10% when I looked about 20 minutes ago. Now, to break out of this Fibonacci zone, we need to get above about 50 cents, guys, and then we need to move up to about 68 cents, and that would take us to the next resistance here on a weekly time frame at about 71 cents. So, right now, we are also trying to break two weekly resistances, so that's another thing we need to be aware of. The first one is at about 37.4 cents. The second one here is at about 41.6 cents. So first of all, let's see if we can hold that. That would be the start of an uptrend probably. And then guys, like, we really need to take out this area that we've just been trading in for like the last month basically. And you can see it's just basically in a channel that's just, a downward trending channel. And yeah, we do need to get above, this area basically. And like I said, 50 cents would be the next step, and then getting above, the 68 cents mark here. Now, let's take a quick look at the RSI. I want to see how much strength we still have in this move. Now, this is the daily time frame. It looks actually pretty good. So, pointed up on the RSI, and it's pointed up here basically on the Stochk RSI. Now, weekly time frame, it is heavily oversold, so that is good to see. Now, it is slightly pointed down here on the RSI, but I do believe that will tick up probably next week. Now, I don't think it has probably a monthly time frame because this is a relatively newer crypto. Yeah, you can see there is nothing actually down here. So let's go to a lower time frames, the 4 hour. So yeah, we are starting to get into overbought territory here on the Stochk. It is heavily pointed to the upside on the RSI, so that is okay to see. 1 hour time frame, yeah, overbought on both time frames and pointed down on both a little bit. Now 15-minute time frame for fun. Looks like it wants to curve back to the upside, and it's still in neutral territory, but it is quite low. Now, the RSI is slightly pointed down, but it's not overbought, so that's okay to see. So, all in all, guys, basically, I think it does look pretty good. The worst time frame basically is the hour. So, yeah, I think pretty much maybe on the shorter time frames, we might see a pause soon, but where will that come at? Maybe up here at about 50 cents. Let's see. And then we may go sideways for a little bit of time, and then we can continue. Now, taking a look at the tokenomics, guys, basically the total supply is 15 billion. Only about 1/3 of that is circulating. Now, keep in mind, the all-time high was about 11 months ago when this thing opened. It is a former launch pool coin, guys. So I did actually sell this coin, and I sold it, I think, over $1 or so. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the records that I keep. But anyways, I did pick this back up, and I will show you where I picked this back up, actually. Let me just kind of zoom out here, and I will show you. I picked this up back here, guys. It was in this little area. I'm not sure the exact day, but I did pick this up for about 21 cents, guys. So yeah, all-time low is like on this candle, 19.4 cents. So I did pretty well, I guess. But anyways, guys, also I want to show you that this is still making higher lows at the moment too. So this is the low of all lows, basically. Next level here, next level here, the next slight step up here. So yeah, this is actually trending up still. We haven't really broken any structure just yet. So that's a good sign. Now, Bitcoin, it is pumping a little bit. We did have non-farm payrolls today. Now, here's the thing, guys. Initially, non-farm payrolls was viewed as very good. You have a 0.515, and yeah, then it was revised a few minutes later, and I guess the market took it as negative, but it wasn't so negative like, it was positive. So I am guessing that it's still more positive than it is negative. And yeah, I mean, we just have to wait and see, guys. The market did react a little bit. You can see that it did pump up. Let's see. Let's go back to the hourly. And yeah, I think it was on this candle here that, yeah, this is the 1400 candle. So yeah, this my time 1400, which was a couple of hours ago. Now you can see it did shoot up and it retraced, but yeah, you can see that the market is just kind of, trending up at the moment. So I still think the market thinks it is more positive than negative. So that's a good thing. We're about to get back into the box basically that I have drawn here. Let me put this on a weekly time frame, and just so you can see this a little bit quicker, a little bit better. So, and on a weekly time frame, guys, it's very possible that we end with a bullish candle, and kind of like last week. Last week was quite bullish candle, although it was red. You can see, I mean, it dipped all the way back to like $78,000, guys, but most of that was eaten up. So we're starting to see that again this week, so that is positive. So still the bulls want control, so that's what it shows. And yeah, on a daily time frame, we are just knocking on that box. Now, this box isn't anything really, calculated or scientific about it. It's just a box that I drew to show, where we've been trading for the majority of the time. Now, it looks like it is providing resistance, but of course it is this resistance here at 91, 111, basically, that it is trying to cross on a daily time frame. So yeah, I do think we will cross that probably today, because the more you hit on a time frame, the line here, the resistance, the weaker it's going to get, guys. So on a daily time frame, it's not so strong like a weekly time frame, like these green lines that I make green. So yeah, I think it will break today probably. Now, everything does depend on the strategic reserve and all this crypto, summit, whatever today. That's another thing. So if it's bullish, guys, we will probably, trend up, even stronger and even faster than we are right now. But we just have to wait and see, guys. I am not so optimistic about the summit, but let's just hope. Now, Ethereum, it is reclaiming this trend line, guys. So that is actually a good thing to see. Now, this legendary trend line goes all the way back to June of 2022. Yeah, not November. June of 2022. So now you can see it basically bounced off this trend line many, many times before. It has finally come back to retest this trend line, and you can see that it is above it right now. It was just hanging on by a thread earlier today and yesterday. But yeah, on a daily time frame, that's what this looks like. So yeah, we need to stay above this legendary trend line for sure. Now, the total market cap, not really doing much. We're not really seeing any new money come into the market, basically. And yeah, we're just kind of hanging around this area where we've been for about 2 weeks or so, let's say. And if we take a look at the Bitcoin dominance, guys, like I show here with these little, lines, they show you that we are still trending up. So although we are running into an area where we do find a lot of resistance, let's see what happens now. But we're at a point where, I hope we don't trend higher, because basically, we're at a point where if I zoom out, you can see if we get past this point, then the next point is up here at the local high, basically at 64.29%. So that is not what we want to see. We want to see this actually trend down. We need to take out this support at 60.46, and then this legendary trend line, basically. Now, if I put this on a weekly time frame, you will see that this has kept us up since, November of 2022. So that's what I was confusing a minute ago. Anyways, we did have a fake out. We had kind of a mini altcoin season, in like December, January, where people thought, altcoins were going to the moon, only to shoot up to, this local high. So, yeah. Now, the CME futures, guys, this gap still remains unfilled. I don't think we're going to fill it until the bear market. However, anything can happen. Like, I wouldn't put money on it. That's what I'm saying. But anything can happen. We could go down, fill that gap. We do kind of have like a rounded top here, which is not good. So yeah, let's see what happens today though. Now, dollar index is still falling, guys. That's good for Bitcoin. So yeah, the last 5 days, it's just kind of heavily going to the downside. Last night, it lost the 104.262 support. So for Bitcoin, that's great. Now, if we take a look at the liquidation heat map, about 512 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours. It's been more longs than shorts, though, unfortunately. And let's see. The Bitcoin quarterly returns, still minus, but about 5% on the quarter. Ethereum, absolutely terrible. Still 1/3 down on its price for the quarter. Now, the monthly returns, March is about 5.5% right now, up. So that is good to see, although we had a terrible February, as you can see, at minus 17.39%. Now, fear and greed is still coming up. Last week we had like 16, so yesterday we had 25, now we're at 34. So yeah, we are starting to trend up a little bit, and hopefully we don't become too bullish too quick. Now, it is Bitcoin season. Let me refresh this. Oh, okay, it went down to 20 now. It's just, in the last few days, guys, I have seen this go between about 20 to 24. So yeah, that's just kind of its range, recently. And unfortunately, for altcoin holders like us, we have to wait. We have to just be patient. Now, bull market peak indicators, sell at the top. Still 0 from 30 have been hit. Nothing to worry about here. Pi cycle top indicator, I can zoom in all day, guys, but it still hasn't crossed. Actually, it looks like it's curving down here. You can see it's kind of starting to round out. Now, this is, I don't know if it's going kind of flat or if it's still going up slightly, but yeah, this is rounding out. So anyways, the economic calendar, guys, we still have a bunch of speakers today, and specifically Fed Chair Powell is speaking today. So we'll see what he says. That could make a lot of volatility today. Now, the interest rate cut, guys, basically it's 97%. But there still is 3% down here that, they're keeping hope for, what is it? And about less than 2 weeks, about 12 days from now. But yeah, we're not going to get that cut, guys. Now, in May, let's take a look real quick. Still a 41% chance that we do get a cut. So let's see what happens. We have a lot of economic data coming before then. Now, crypto bubbles, looks a little better. This is the day time frame, so there are some reds, of course, mostly in the green. It's nice to see that the hour, day, and week are at least green now. We need to really work on the month time frame. But the year, still green as well. Now, if you want to stake your coins, guys, go to Coinondo. For example, type in Bitcoin, or you can do ENA. Let's see what this brings up if I type in ENA for you. There we go, Ethena. Now you can see there are some places that you can stake your Ethena. So yeah, actually Gate, 40%, that's nice. But I'm not sure if you will get that actually. So be aware of, the limits and all the things, the time frames that you have to stake things. It's up to you, but use Coinondo to help you. And anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.